More than 6,300 students in the country were absent from school for more than 2 months last year without specific reasons, according to data from the Korean Educational Development Institute.
한국교육개발원 통계에 따르면 지난해 뚜렷한 사유 없이 학교를 2개월 이상 장기 결석한 학생이 전국적으로 6,300명이 넘는 것으로 파악됐습니다. All right, tell us more.
So looking at the academic year that ran from March 2023 through to February 2024, we had 6,332 elementary, middle and high school students being absent. And what they mean here is that you're absent for long-term absenteeism, that would be missing more than 1/3. So 2 months of school were missing. I have to say, though, it's not many high school students. It's mostly elementary and middle school. We had 3,081 elementary school students were long-term absentees. That's about 1.2% of all elementary school students. For middle school, it was 3,240 students, which is 2.4% of students. So relatively few high school students, but we're looking at quite a large number of elementary school and middle school students who are missing a lot of school. And people are worried about it. Teachers and experts are worried because some of these long-term absences, these absentees, could be suffering from neglect, could be suffering from abuse. They want to make sure that each child is protected, safe, healthy and happy.
So let's look at that term, to be absent from school.
Yes, meaning you're missing. You're not there. You will be, I don't know whether they do it in Korea, because I've never been to school in Korea, but when I was a kid, we would have registration in the morning.
Yep.
We would be marked either present or absent. If you're present, you're here.
Yep.
If you're absent, you're not here. So we can use it not just for school, but for anything. So for example, I can say to Sue, will you be absent this afternoon?
No, yes. What? No. From what?
From here.
Oh, from yes, I will.
Yeah, you go home after the show.
I was very confused then. Am I supposed to be here?
I don't know. Your schedule, Sue. But yes, so we can use it to do with work or to do with school. Generally, it's a more official term.
그래요. 자, 무엇을 결석하다라고 할 때 be absent from 무엇 이렇게 표현을 합니다. 학교를 결석할 때는 be absent from school. Can you say be absent from work
You
as
can,
well?
yes.
그렇군요. 그러면 이제 결근이 되겠네요. 그럴 때는 오늘 이제 회사에 결근을 한다. I'm going to be absent from work this afternoon. 이런 식으로 표현할 수 있는데 absent, how do you spell the word?
A-B-S-E-N-T. And if we're looking at in the noun form for absence, that's A-B-S-E-N-C-E. Absence.
And the person is an absentee.
Yes.
With T-E-E at the end. What about specific reasons?
We just got specific about the spelling of absent.
We did.
If something is specific, it's very particular, it's precise, it's exact, it's giving us the information. And the reason is why. The issue was that we didn't have specific reasons. Maybe if you are absent from school, a specific reason could be, I broke my leg and I was in hospital and I had to heal and so I couldn't come to school. But here, there's no particular reason, there's no clear reason why these students are missing school for so long a time.
Is this the longer version of the word specs? Or spec, I guess, when we talk about, machinery
That's
or
a little
phones.
different. It's similar. It's specifications.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
자, 우리가 보통 이제 기기의 스펙을 보면은 거기는 저장 용량이 어떻게 되고 그런 거 있잖아요. 소프트웨어가 뭐가 들어가고 이런 걸 우리가 이제 한마디로 스펙이라고 하는데 그거는 이제 specification의 줄임말이군요.
Yeah, as opposed to the specs I'm wearing right now.
안경도
My spectacles.
안경은 spectacles인데 이거를 줄여서 또 역시 specs라고 표현을 할 수 있습니다. 또 하나만 참고로 말씀드리자면은 사람한테는 spec이라는 표현을 영어에선 쓰지 않아요. 근데 한국 문화권에서는 과거에는 좀 많이 썼던 것 같아요. 이 사람의 스펙이 어쩌다, 스펙이 좋다. 근데 그거 사실 영어에서는 물건에 대해서만 씁니다.
맞습니다.
specifications. 자, 그 다음에 여기서는 specific라는 구체적인이라는 단어인데요. 스펠링이 S-P-E-C-I-F-I-C. specific reasons. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. More than 6,300 students in the country were absent from school for more than 2 months last year without specific reasons, according to data from the Korean Educational Development Institute. Let's move on.
Tropical storm Trami has made landfall in Vietnam, days after causing widespread flooding and leaving over 100 casualties in the Philippines.
며칠 전 필리핀을 강타해 대대적인 홍수 피해를 입히고 100명이 넘는 사상자를 낸 열대성 폭풍 짜미'가 이번에는 베트남에 상륙했습니다. Oh dear.
Yeah, it wreaked havoc in the Philippines over the past few days. We have quite a few dead. I think we're looking at something like 100, at least 115 dead and 42 missing. It's a big deal because it's not just people, the casualties, but it's also people being forced to get out of their homes. Something like 500,000 from the Philippines had to leave their houses. Over 28,000 or around 28,000 houses were damaged. There were power disruptions in over 150 cities and different areas. Plus, with flooding, it's difficult to reach everybody. So rescue workers are out there trying to do their best. Now it's hit Vietnam, the city of Da Nang. It reached there on Sunday, and it was producing maximum wind speeds of about 55 miles per hour. So it's a little below hurricane strength, but still very troublesome and very dangerous.
It wreaked havoc was the expression used earlier on. 정말 큰 혼란을 불러일으킨 그런 태풍 짜미'가 되겠습니다. 이제 구체적인 사상자에 대해서 좀 업데이트를 드리자면은 지금까지 들어온 소식에 의하면 최소 115명이 사망하고요. 그다음에 42명이 실종됐다라고 합니다. This is a developing story, so the numbers may go up. 굉장히 많은 사람들이 대피를 했다고 60만 명 정도가 대피했다는 소식까지 들리네요. 자, 첫 번째 표현 widespread.
Well, in this case, it's negative, but it doesn't have to be. It just means over a large area. So when we say something is widespread, I mean, let's go back to the pandemic. COVID was widespread. Sorry to bring it up, but COVID was everywhere. But we can talk about the popularity of something. The popularity of K-pop is widespread.
Yes.
Everybody all over the world loves it.
That's right. And it's one word, isn't it?
Yes.
wide하고 spread가 두 개 합쳐진 한 단어예요. widespread라는 것은 굉장히 널리 퍼졌다, 광범위하다 이런 의미가 될 텐데 widespread flooding has been caused in Vietnam. 그래서 많은 지역에 이렇게 홍수 피해가 있었다라는 뜻이 되겠고 What about the word casualties?
Casualties are the people who've unfortunately been injured or even killed in some kind of event. We could be talking about a natural disaster. We could be talking about war or some other event that has caused injury or death.
casualty라는 단어는요, 사상자라는 뜻입니다. 즉, 사망자와 부상자를 합친 것을 영어로는 casualties, 사상자라고 하는데, 이 경우에는 물론 저희가 아까 이제 100명이 넘는 사상자라고 말씀을 드렸는데, 그 안에는 사망자의 숫자만 해도 사실 100명이 넘습니다. 네, 아이고, 굉장히 안타깝습니다. 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. Tropical storm Trami has made landfall in Vietnam days after causing widespread flooding and leaving over 100 casualties in the Philippines. Let's move on to the next headline.
An artwork by Maurizio Cattelan featuring a banana duct taped to a wall is set to be auctioned off in New York next month and is expected to fetch an eye-popping $1.5 million.
벽에 바나나를 테이프로 붙인 마우리치오 카텔란의 설치미술 작품이 다음 달 뉴욕에서 경매에 붙여질 예정인 가운데 예상 판매가는 무려 150만 달러, 우리 돈으로 약 20억 원에 이를 것으로 보입니다.
This is an extraordinary auction. We talk about auctions quite a bit on this show.
Yeah.
And we actually deal with a thing like, I don't know, Freddie Mercury's costume or some painting by Picasso. In this case, you're not getting the original banana.
No.
This is a really interesting thing. He's not even going to come and put it in your home. You have to do it yourself. You'll get a certificate of authenticity giving you the right to show this duct-taped banana, and you'll get detailed instructions on how to put it up and display it. It's a very odd thing, but let's face it.
It's in high demand.
It is.
Yeah.
And Maurizio Cattelan made headlines all over the world with it.
Yeah.
He did it first with 3 bananas. He created 3 editions of this piece called Comedian, bought them in a local grocery store for, I don't know, less than $1. Right. 2 of them sold for $120,000. One of them was donated to the Guggenheim Museum, and now we have another. It's going to be auctioned, but first it's going to be going on a global tour. It's going to be shown around the world before the auction on November 20th.
네, 참 희한한 작품이죠. 설치미술 작품인데 일단 제목도 코미디언입니다. 그리고 정말 그냥 마트에서 사온 바나나 하나를 duct-tape. duct-tape은 지금 요거는 이제 은색으로 되어 있는데 뭐 초록색도 있고 굉장히 질긴 테이프 있잖아요. 네, 그런 테이프로 탁 벽에다 붙여놓은 겁니다. 그게 다예요.
Yeah.
그러나 그 어떤 상징성 그리고 이제 뉴스가 된 것들 이런 것들이 좀 다 감안이 돼서 수요가 아주 높을 것으로 보이고 이게 실제 그 바나나가 아닌데 또 직접 떼어가고 해야 되는데도 불구하고 지금 예상가가 한 20억 원 정도다. 와우.
Yeah, it's what we call in the art world a provocation.
What's that?
Well, to provoke means to push or poke someone to do something. In this case, it's about making us think, what is art? Or what is art when it's sold? Is a banana duct tape to a wall only art when it's done by the artist or when it's bought by the person who buys it? It's a very curious thing. Not everybody is going to appreciate it, but somebody's going to pay a lot of money for it.
와우. 자, 이 provocation이라는 것은 누군가를 좀 자극한다라는 의미가 될 수도 있는데요. 여기서는 이제 보는 사람으로 하여금 생각하게 하는 거죠.
Yeah, so university professors will use a lot of provocations in class. They will provoke their students to think about complex and difficult ideas.
그래요. 사실 우리나라에서도 이 작품이 전시가 된 적이
Yeah.
있습니다. 작년에.
Didn't somebody take the banana?
맞아요. 한 관람객이 벽에 붙은 이 바나나를 먹어가지고 그래서 이제 국내 뉴스에서 좀 화제가 된 적이 있었는데
I mean, eating a banana, that can be art too.
네, 그것까지도 행위 예술, like an art performance 그런 건가?
It's certainly provoking the artist.
그래요. 뭐 예술이라는 것은 워낙 굉장히 그 subjective 주관적인 분야라서 다양하게 해석할 수 있겠죠. 자, duct-taped 보겠습니다.
Yes. Duct-taped, meaning you use duct tape to tape something.
Yep.
A duct is like a pipe. Think of a water pipe, for example. If there's a leak, you can't use ordinary tape. You can't use sticky tape.
Right.
You need something really strong. And that tape is called duct tape because you can tape up ducts and the water will not leak through. We use it in theatre a lot. It's very good and very strong. Very, sticks things together.
Yes.
So the banana is really stuck to the wall.
그래요. 우리 그냥 보통 쓰는 테이프는 그냥 스티키 테이프 아니면 셀러테이프라는 표현도 많이 쓰죠. 이게 아마 예전에 브랜드 이름이었지만 지금 보통 명사로 쓰이는 것
맞아요.
같아요. 그래서 그런 셀러테이프 말고 이 duct, D-U-C-T, D-U-C-K 아니고요. D-U-C-T, duct tape는 아주 그 단단한 테이프입니다. 아마 보시면 바로 아실 거예요.
네.
어떤 건지. 그래서 찢어지지도 않고 아주 이게 바나나를 벽에다 붙이기에 좋은 그런 테이프라고 볼 수 있을 텐데 그런 강력 접착 테이프로 붙인 바나나. This is the banana duct taped to the wall. And it's very eye-popping. Or, well, I guess the money they expect is eye-popping too.
Exactly. And if it's eye-popping, it means your eyes will pop out because you're so astonished. I think Sue and I, growing up in the UK, would have been fans of Sunday afternoon cartoons. Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd and, and Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all of those.
Yeah.
And when a character was really excited or astonished or shocked, their eyes in the cartoon would literally come out from their eye sockets and go, whoa, and then pop back in.
Exactly.
So that's what we mean by eye-popping.
eye-popping에서 P-O-P-P-I-N-G, popping이라는 것은 이렇게 나왔다가 들어가는 요 느낌이에요. 그래서 우리 팝콘도 사실은 이 퍼프라는 것 자체가 뻥 하고 커지는 거잖아요. 그래서 눈이 이렇게 튀어나오는 것 같은 그만큼 놀랍다는 뜻입니다. 굉장히 놀라운 액수의 낙찰가가 지금 예상이 됩니다. 20억 원 정도. 다시 읽어볼게요. An artwork by Maurizio Cattelan featuring a banana duct taped to a wall is set to be auctioned off in New York next month and is expected to fetch an eye-popping $1.5 million.